Welcome back to The Onion Peel, a bonus mini-series where I answer one question or share one quick insight to help you peel back the layers of period pain. I'm your host, Stasha, the period coach, endometriosis warrior, and your guide to pain-free periods. Today's question is, how do I start tracking my cycle? I don't even know where to begin. Very good question, and it's where I start with everyone. Tracking, not just noting when your period is on the calendar, but really charting, noting some key things is super important to reducing any period issues, or just so that you know when you're ovulating so you can plan and schedule your life in flow with your cycle to make your life easier. So it's one of the most common questions that I get, and it's a great one. Tracking your cycle is the single most powerful tool you have for understanding your body. The difference between your random Tuesday today and your random Tuesday when you're tracking is enormous. You might be off kilter, trying to get things done, struggling, and when you're tracking your cycle and you know what's going on and where you're going to be and how you're going to feel, instead, that random Tuesday is easy, it flows, it feels great, you feel accomplished, you feel like you really won the day. So it makes a bigger difference than you can even imagine, and I can't explain it. It's just that powerful. So here's how to start. I have a tracker. It is a mandala that you color. I don't love period tracking apps because, first of all, they're guessing, and even with all of the algorithms and everything, they're telling you, not you noticing. So if you really want a good mind-body connection, it is pen and paper. It is the coloring mandala. It is something in your hand that you're actually writing and putting words down or notes down or coloring symbols in. So you really are cementing it. I don't love the apps as well because in the United States, they're all subpoenaable. There is no such thing as a HIPAA compliant app. They can be HIPAA compliant, but they are all something that you can dive into. It does not matter where they are based. They can be in a different country. It's still data that can come up in a subpoena case. And the more this country goes, the more I get a little nervous about that. So I don't love them. But honestly, they just don't create connection and they don't give you the insights that you really need about your own cycle. You are a unique individual. So I don't love them for that matter. But pick something that works for you and track the first day of your period. So day one is the first day of your period. With the mandala, that would be a brand new mandala on day one of your period. If you really have truly irregular periods, then you can track with the moon cycle, and the new moon would be your day one. You're going to track your pain levels. So for like the mandala, I have a couple different colors that represent painful cramps. There's just a little light cramping. I had to get under the heated blanket cramping. And then there's one that I have not used in ages, but there is a color for it. It was real bad. So do a pain level 1 to 10, somehow differentiate what your pain levels are. And then on the mandala, there's a space for your flow. So is it light, medium, heavy? And you want to note things like clots, if they're really big, if there's a lot of them, that kind of thing. It can be really helpful information. On the mandala as well, you want to track your energy levels. I suggest high, medium, or low and picking a different color for those different energy levels. But you definitely want to note that. You can start with those, and if you can get into the habit of noting those, then you add in things like mood. Were you anxious, happy, sad, irritable? Sleep, did you sleep well? Add in things like stress, anxiety into your symptoms area. Add what you ate. Really consistently tracking that can make an enormous difference on how you're feeling. So on the mandala, there's an apple, and I suggest you focus on one thing. Do one cycle where you're giving up caffeine, or give one cycle where you're eating really dark leafy greens. Just note that, make sure you're really incorporating it, and then see what it's like for your next period. So consistently tracking it, and then, maybe switching it up if it's hey, it worked, I'm going to keep doing it, and now I'm going to try this next cycle. Or this didn't really seem to make much of a difference, I'm going to try something else next cycle. Really starting to see those patterns. And when you notice your patterns, like your pain is spiking on day 2, or your mood crashes the day before your period, or you have to have a nap 2 days before your period, you have clues. All of these clues lead you to answers, and that's where the power of tracking comes up. If you don't know where to start, just go download the Mandala. I'll put it in the show notes. It's got email support so you can have support along, understanding what and why and how and where to get started. If you need to, you're always welcome to email me or slide into the DMs, whatever you need, but just get started. It is more data and better than anything else you've ever done. You probably know what your astrology sign is. I'm a Leo. You probably know what your Hogwarts house is. I'm Ravenclaw. You probably know a lot of those things, but what you don't know is what phase of the cycle you're in on any given day, and that matters far more than any personality quiz you've ever taken. It tells you everything. It shows you everything. It gives you what you're going to feel like tomorrow, what you're going to feel like next week, all laid out for you. So start tracking. The tracker that I have is free forever. That's how important I think charting is. So that's it for the onion peel episode today. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer, send it to me on Instagram or email. And until next time, take care of yourself. You are worth it.